Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are checking out the highly recommended Extraordinary Attorney Woo. This is one that many of you wanted us to check out, so I have no idea what to expect. Obviously, first time watch for me, but I'm ready to take the ride.
No idea what to expect, but definitely ready, willing, and able to give this a watch. Hey, every K-drama we've watched so far has been amazing. Cannot wait for more.
I'm in the same boat. First time watch for me. Know absolutely nothing about this particular show. Hadn't heard of it prior to everyone's recommendations. But you guys are batting 1,000 with K-drama, so I'm excited for this.
All right, without further ado, then let's go!
부모에게는 한 번쯤 싶은 날이 찾아온다고 합니다. 나의 아버지에게는 2000년 11월 17일이
명호, 아빠 봐야지. 어?
Oh, shoot.
Love those whales.
Loved whales ever since she was a kid.
영호가 지금 5살인데 아직 말을 못한다고 하셨죠? 전혀 못합니다. 자폐성 장애인 것 같습니다. 자폐요? 영호 맛있어?
Holding on to my snack.
이 새끼 이거 호랩이 새끼라. 내 불쌍해서 내가 월세 한 번 안 올리고 살게 해줬더니 내 마누라를 좀 봐.
What?
나만 없으면 뻔질나게 우집이 왔지.
아니 사모님이 영우 몇 번 봐주신 거예요. 저 일 나가해서요.
애 맡긴다는 핑계로 남자 없는 집에 기 들어와. 에라이 육실한 지랄.
Whoa!
저자가
Escalating
Wow.
here.
아니 애 앞에서 무슨 욕을 그렇게 하십니까?
뭐야 이 스물알로 봐. 뭐야?
What is going on here?
This is wild from her perspective with all the flashes and everything. Knows the laws.
영우가 말을 해요. 들으셨죠? 영우가 말한다.
Well, yeah, because that's their custom, but still. Just-
너 아까 그런 말은 어디서 배운 거야? 상해죄 말이야. 어디서 본 거야? 어? 형법. 형법?
She been reading all the criminal law
Yeah.
books?
Just cranking through them and remembering every word.
이걸 본 거야? 형법을?
우연히 사람을 모욕한 자는 이하의 징계를 받고 또는 200만 원 이하의 벌금에 처한다.
Word for word.
경면하는 태도도 사람의 명예와 공정을 해하는 것이다.
좀 미안해요. 우리 남편이 정말 말도 안 되는 횡비약 좀 발라요.
고맙습니다.
영아 아빠 울어요?
He's happy.
Well, yeah.
Those are happy tears.
Yeah.
이 두꺼운 걸 다 외워요.
어머
Let's
그래요?
go to a page and see what
Yeah.
she'll tell you.
우리 영우 나중에 커서 변호사 하면 되겠네. 어?
모든 부모에게는 한 번쯤 내 아이가 특별한 거 아닐까 싶은 날이 찾아온다고 합니다. 2000년 11월 17일이
November 17th, 2000.
I see
I was watching David Attenborough when I was at the dentist the other day.
Dolphin,
whale, a
humpback,
whale, sperm
killer,
whales,
orca.
belugas.
Or an orca.
Orcas, yes. And Mason Quinn's narwhal.
You should get a clock like that.
Of a whale waking me up?
내 이름은
Sleep
우영우.
mask on.
똑바로 읽어도 거꾸로 읽어도 우영우. 기러기, 토마토,
There you go.
스위스, 인도인, 별똥별.
Earplugs and a sleeping mask.
Everything has to be just so.
Mm-hmm.
So I purposely go into Oak's house and I move things around on him. That way he thinks it's a ghost.
That's been you?
All this time.
영우야, 이거 아빠 선물. 라벨은 10바까지 다 떼어놨다.
Pure shock to happiness. It's almost reminded me of the Darth Vader shirt where it's just his helmet and happy sad.
이야, 우리 딸 멋있어.
아침에는 항상 우영우 김밥을 먹습니다. 재료를 한눈에 볼 수 있어
회사까지 가는 길 말해봐.
합정역까지 걸어가 2호선 지하철을 타고 역삼역에서 내립니다. 4번 출구로 나와 312m 직.
와우.
남의 말 따라하지 말고 엉뚱한 소리 하지 말고 너무 솔직하게 말하지 말고 응?
엉뚱한 소리 및 솔직함 금지.
고래 얘기 하지 마.
Whale sound.
고래 얘기가 꼭 필요한 상황이라면 그런 상황이 발생하면 어떡합니까?
그럼 해야지.
Well, there you go. Then it's justified.
Oh,
What are they going to
zoom in
show
on-
us?
Yeah, here we go.
First ever autistic attorney of the Republic of Korea, Woo Young Woo.
I don't think I've ever taken a subway.
I have. Not in this country, but I have. Well,
Background.
what if the conversation dictates that it
What
requires
if?
me to talk about
What if?
whales?
역삼역.
Oh, old revolving door. Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, is she gonna go all
the
the
way
she's
around?
stuck and back out?
Yeah.
Oh no.
저 지금 들어오세요. 지금. 지금 나와.
감사합니다.
어디로 가세요?
Music, the sun in the background.
정명수 변호사님 사무실이요.
저도 그쪽 가는데. 같이 가요 우리.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
주씨 장 변호사니까 서류 어디 갔지?
이거 제 자리 한번 가보세요. 저쪽에. 오케이. 네.
Wow, this is
Oh, that's a hell of a law
nice,
firm.
nice law firm you got here.
여기가 정명석 변호사님 사무실이에요. 노크해드릴까요?
아니요, 제가 하겠습니다.
예, 들어오세요.
Oh, that would have got me. I thought those doors were a pull.
50-50 chance. Still-
아, 그 신입 오기로 한 게 오늘이었나?
잠깐만, 그 이력서 받아둔 게 있네.
제 이력서는 2장인데요. 뒷장은 없습니까?
예, 뒷장 내용이 뭔데요?
특이사항 자폐 스펙트럼 장애.
더 할 말은 없고?
제 이름은 똑바로 읽어도 기러기 토마토 스위스 역삼역.
너 회사에서는 그런 얘기 하면 안 돼.
안 하기가 쉽지 않아.
둘이 아는 사이예요?
로스쿨 동기예요.
Ah, there you
Okay.
go.
혹시 대표님은 어떻게 알아요? 아까 보니까 잘 부탁한다고 쪽지 있던데.
이젠 대표님 필체도 외우세요?
아니, 이 from 한이라잖아요. 이 한바다에서 본인을 가리켜 한이라고 할 수 있는 사람이 대표님 말고 더 있어요?
There you go.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, good luck getting that. Just so.
네,
혹시 이력서 뒷장도 보셨습니까?
봤어요, 뒷장.
보셨는데도 이런 친구를 받으신 겁니까?
변호사님이야말로 뒷장에만 꽂혀서 앞장 안 본 거 아니에요?
하.
서울대 로스쿨 수석
뭐야?
졸업에
The scores.
이런 인재를 한바다가 안 데려오면 누가 데려옵니까?
의뢰인 만날 수 있고 재판 나갈 수 있는 변호사가 필요한데 사회성도 좋아야 하고 언변도
Well, there
필요한데
you go.
자기소개
아.
하나 제대로 못하는 사람을 어떻게
변호사님 첫 출근 날 자기소개 잘했어요.
잘하지 않았습니까?
Didn't I?
예, 정 그러시면 신입한테 사건 하나 맡겨보겠습니다. 자격
Lucky.
미달인지 아니면
허.
장애인에 대한 제 편견인지 시험해보겠습니다. 우영우 변호사가 의뢰인 만날 수 있고 재판 나갈 수 있는 수준이 아니라고 판단되면 그땐 내보내도 되겠습니까?
I think you're about to get surprised. You're gonna be eating them words.
그러세요, 그럼.
I mean, I get his point, but you still do want the best and brightest. She knows every law forwards and backwards.
자, 피고인은 70대 할머니. 남편이 경증 치매라 피고인이 간호를 하는데 사건 당일 싸움이 난 거야. 남편이 막말을 하니까 피고인이 화가 나서 남편의 이마를 때렸어요. 눈앞에 있던 다리미로.
An iron. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Got here. I'm working.
향고래를 닮았습니다.
I was like, I thought maybe she's going to use that,
향고래는
but
향여고래라고도 하는데 크고 네모난 머릿속.
Right
Look
away.
at the background.
Dad said not to talk about whales.
예, 알겠어요. 아무튼
허먼 멜빌의 소설 모비딕 읽어보셨습니까?
This is- I'm loving actually everything behind it.
Yeah.
Behind her.
지금 무슨 소리를 하는 겁니까?
향고래에 관한 소리를.
사건 집중 안 해요?
죄송합니다. 고래 얘기 금지.
All right, what's she gonna see here?
Oh, nice.
All the details.
Said she's gonna
Okay,
envision
here
the
we go.
case in her. Oh, this is awesome.
머리야. 깨질 것 같아.
진통제 줄까요?
밥 좀. 밥 좀 봐.
아까 밥 드셨잖아. 아유 기억 안 나?
택배요.
아이 뭐야? 아 목감인가 보다.
What are we getting here?
Dried pers.
진짜 그 청각이네. 빨리 왔어.
열심히 살아야죠.
그렇지. 부지런하고 얼굴도 잘생기고 1등 신랑감 여자친구 있어요?
아유, 없죠.
나도 아쉽네. 생겨가 있는데 손녀 사이로 딱이네.
For my grandmother.
이건 대낮부터.
We'll look.
얘가 남자고.
아이 외간 남자는 무슨?
Yeah, she was the mom of the one who
집안에
did the mess up. That's who she is.
나 없으면.
They were on together.
Oh,
이거나 좀
presumptuous.
드셔봐.
Oh, Jesus,
Well,
dude.
this is how it happened with the iron.
그냥 셀쭉. 사람이 수집 나가야만 수집 여자야?
그게 지금 마누라한테 할 소리요? 다시 한번 그딴 소리 했다가는 다 같이 죽는다. 했어 안 했어? 어?
왜그 몸파는
Oh.
여자?
Hey, come on.
Oh, here we go.
이상하죠?
Oh.
나 죽자. 너 죽고 나 죽고. 다 그냥
No way. Oh,
So she hit him on the shoulder.
다 끝나자. 이 영감증이 50년 동안 단한 번도. 여보. 여보.
Uh-oh, this is not good.
저기 우리 남편이 기절했어요. 얼른 와주세요. 네. 예, 서대문구.
결국 남편은 뇌출혈로 전치 12주.
12 weeks.
피고인은 살인 미수 혐의로 기소.
뭐야? 아니, 왜 자꾸 아까부터 말을 따라해요?
죄송합니다. 반향어 금지.
반향어 그건 뭐야?
남의 말을 따라하는 것으로 자폐 흔한 증상 중 하나입니다.
하지 마 반향어.
하지마 반향어.
There you go.
이 할머니 사정이 딱해. 본인도 70 노인이라 여기저기 아플 텐데 80 먹은 치매 남편 병수발까지 들고.
oh, that's okay.
다행인 건 검찰도 그렇게 생각하는 것 같아. 구속영장 신청을 안 했어.
살인 미수 혐의인데도요.
불구속 상태로 재판받는 피고인한테 실형이 선고될 확률은 낮으니 그럼 우영우 변호사가 피고인을 위해서 뭐겠냐고? 집행유예 받으세요. 피고인 만날 준비하자. 회실로 오실 거야.
Oh, we're doing this now.
I have a feeling she's going to have a different approach.
앞으로 선생님 변호는 이 친구가 맡아서 할 겁니다.
안녕하십니까, 우영우입니다. 최선을 다하겠습니다.
선생님은 제 사건 안 봐주시고요.
저도 같이 합니다. 담당은 우영우 변호사지만요.
Doesn't seem the most confident, does she?
이 친구 서울대 나왔습니다.
아 그래요?
수석 졸업.
Top honors.
저는 먼저 나가보겠습니다.
All right, let's see how this goes. This is the big test.
It's freaking music background.
All
music.
right, let's find how we can.
주소를 보고 놀랐습니다. 아직도 그 집에 살고 계셔서요.
예?
22년 전에 저와 아버지도 거기에 살아.
I was
22년
wondering if
전에
why she didn't put it together.
영우 아빠 저 서울대 법대 나온. 아이고 영우구나. 진짜 변호사가 됐네. 아이고 세상에. 아이고 천재가 됐네. 아이고 이쁘게 잘 컸네. 자 아버지 잘 계셔?
남편분은 언제 치매 진단을 받으셨습니까?
Straight to business.
Yeah.
정일 관두고 나서도 치매 진단 받고서 다 5년 전쯤이야.
지금 두 분의 수입원은
남편 연금 받는 거랑
빌라는 누구 명의로 되어 있습니까?
남편이지. 건물 이름만 내 이름 따서
Oh, interesting.
무슨 문제가 되나?
예, 우영우 변호사 들어와요.
Good news?
변호인 의견서를 작성했습니다.
무죄라니.
피고인의 살인 미수 혐의에 대해 무죄를 주장하려고 합니다.
처음부터 검찰에서 피고인한테 집행유예 주려고 마음먹고 내가 피고인이 반성하고 있는 거 보여주고 피고인 옆에 가만히 앉아있기만 해도 유무죄를 다투게 될 사건이면 내가 이걸 우변한테 맡겼을까?
제 생각에 이 사건은 유무죄를 다투어야 하는 사건입니다. 제가 좋아하는 고래 퀴즈 같아요.
Is that
Oh,
real quiz?
Chris.
Oh no!
이 암컷 향고래의 몸무게는 얼마일까요?
I don't know.
모르겠어요.
정답은 고래는 알을 낳을 수 없다.
That's a trick question. They're mammals.
무게에만 초점을 맞추면 문제를 풀 수 없습니다. 핵심을 봐야 돼요.
Ah, yeah, look at the main point.
Yeah, gotcha.
사람들은 보통
Nice.
민법에만 초점을 맞출 겁니다. 하지만 그러면 답이 안 보여요. 핵심은 민법에 있습니다.
민법?
민법 1004조 고의로
Here we go.
또는 상속이 선순위나 동순위에 있는 자를 살해하거나 살해하려는 자는 상속을 받을 수 없다. 자기가 죽이거나 죽이려고 한 사람한테서는 상속을 받을 수 없다는 뜻입니다.
Ah, yep. Lose the house.
임대료를 받는 다세대 주택도 남편 명의입니다. 살인미수죄가 인정된다면 피고인은 남편이 죽고 난 뒤 엄청난 경제적 남편의 연금도 받을 수 없고 집도 상속받을 수 없게 됩니다. 살인미수죄가 아닌 상해죄로 집행유예를 받아보겠습니다.
Just like that.
Laid it all out for you, pal.
Wow. Wow.
잘했어요. 숨겨진 쟁점을 잘 찾았어.
Good job. That was a great job.
내 생각이 짧았네.
이제라도 아셨으니 됐습니다.
그 병원 가야 되지. 직원 붙여줄 테니까 같이 갔다 와. 외부에서 피고인 피해자 만나는 거 어려워. 그냥 보통 변호사들한테도 어려운 일이야.
네, 알겠습니다.
Oh, I wonder who's going to get sent with her. Mr. Handsome with the sun behind him?
네?
그냥 보통 변호사라는 말은 좀 실례인 것 같다.
아, 괜찮습니다. 저는 그냥 보통 변호사가 아니니까요.
Excellent.
There we go.
초코 먹고 힘내요.
고마워요.
그 다크한 거 좋아하는 거 같아가지고 특별히 준비했어요.
오, 82%. 고마워요. 잘 먹을게요.
지금 바빠?
저 안 바쁜데 왜요?
외근준 다녀와 병원에. 동행하는 변호사가 신입이라네. 손이 많이 갈 거라네.
Ah, he helped her already.
Yeah.
회전문 잡아드릴까요?
응. 아직 안 나가요. 기다리는 사람이 있어요.
아, 네.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know either.
아, 저도 기다리는 사람이 있어요.
So we're both just standing here.
회전문의 장점은 외부와 내부의 공기 흐름을 완전히 격리한 상 통행자의 출입을 가능케 한다는 점이에요. 냉방과 보온에 유리하죠. 하지만 일반적인 문보다 통행량 처리 속도가 느리고 어린이나 노약자가 문에 끼일 수 있어요. 장점은 하나인데 단점은 세 개죠.
Doesn't seem like it's worth it.
회전문을 없앨 수 있지 않을까요?
We persuade the landlord she wants to get rid of.
Get it out of here.
왈츠를 춘다고 생각하시면 어때요? 회전문 통과할 때요. 리듬을 타면 쉽거든요. 쿵짝짝 쿵짝짝. 이따 나갈 때 같이 해봐요. 잠시만요. 전화 좀 할게요.
Oh, and her phone's going to ring. This will be great.
여보세요.
여보세요? 안녕하세요. 저 송무팀 이준호입니다. 변호사님 모시고 병원 가기로 한 거 저예요.
아, 네. 오영우입니다.
우영우 변호사님? 이름이 참 재밌네요.
어.
거꾸로 해도 우영우잖아요.
She.
회사에서는 그런 얘기 하면 안 돼요.
짠짠.
I even like, yeah, how they're doing the camera angles and everything
Yeah.
that they're helping out. The cinematography is pretty good for this too.
Wait up for me.
We're not supposed to talk about things like that at work.
I like how she did it like
외상성 뇌질환 중엔 가장 심각한 사망률도 60%가 넘고 치료를 한다고 해도
그런데 골절이 없네요.
머리뼈가 튼튼하신가?
폭행으로 인한 출혈이 아닐 가능성은 없나요?
다리
어,
밀고 쇳덩이로 머리를 맞아. 그리고
Was he
평소에
though?
환자한테 고혈압이 있었던 것도 아니고.
He could have fell.
Yeah.
Because he could have
'Cause
fainted.
it didn't look like she connected initially
No.
with the iron.
He could have fainted first. It's like how you break your hip then fall, or
Yeah,
whatever
one of
it
those,
is.
how
Yeah,
that
it's-
works.
최영란 선생님.
안녕하세요.
왔어요. 영감자니까 우리 나가서 얘기.
He pops up. Of course he would.
저 꼬맹이 영우.
Is he gonna remember though?
저기 얘 아빠가 서울대 법대 나오고 아주
Is his dementia?
서울법대 200이라. 나만 없으면 우리 집에 기어들어왔어. 나만 없으면은 그 새끼가 기어 우리 집에 기어.
Telling anybody who'll listen.
딸이 여기 왜 와? 나 열받아 죽을 그렇게도 복집나.
Jesus. This guy's got some issues.
Oh, it's just like
Oh,
before.
no. Yep.
사람 아픈 사람 좋아하면
일단 내가 나갈까요? 네.
She didn't like that either as a kid. It really caused distress. And
한 번씩 돌면은 저래.
경찰 조사 때 남편을 죽이고 싶은 마음이 들었다고 하신 진술이요.
그때
오.
확 죽여버렸어야 되는 건데.
oh, Jesus.
저런 걸 안 보고 살지.
그럼 그 진술이 진심이십니까?
지금 마음은 딱 그러네.
사건 당시 마음이 중요합니다.
There we go.
내가 뭐 뭔 마음을 가졌는지가 뭐
죽일 마음이었다면 살인미수죄, 다치게 할 마음이었다면 상해죄, 좀 때려줄
That's a
마음이었다면
difference.
폭행치상죄, 그냥 실수였다면 과실치상죄입니다. 마음을 중요하게 생각합니다.
Oh, that's very
Different
true.
levels.
죄명이 바뀝니다.
저러는 꼴을 보면은 죽이고 싶었던 것 같기도 해. 사실은.
No, don't tell us that.
사람의 마음은 정말 어렵습니다. 죽이고 싶은 사람이 잘 때 그 사람 눈이 부실까봐 커튼을 쳐주지는 않을 것 같습니다. 그 소리에 깰까봐 조심하면서요. 그런 건
Yep, she remembers.
죽이고 싶은 사람이 아니라 사랑하는 사람한테 하는 행동
Mhm.
아닙니까?
Yeah, you wouldn't be in the hospital right now. You wouldn't be doing all that stuff if you truly wanted to murder them.
Wow. So she doesn't necessarily feel the human emotions, but she understands the complexity of them and how they would play out in a situation.
예, 들어와요.
Almost tried to walk in.
그렇지 않습니다. 처벌 변호사는 다음에 받아야 할 것 같습니다.
그분 성질이 장난 아니던데요? 변호사님 보자마자 욕을 하시는데
She fixed this so she
Yeah.
could favor.
오죽하면 때렸을까 하고 할머니 심정이 다 이해가 되라니까요.
왜?
저희 아버지가 피고인과 바람을 피웠다고 생각하시거든요.
우변 아버지랑 피고인이랑 뭐라고 욕하시는데?
이 육실을 지랄 연병을 떨다 대자발이 재수없는 허로 새끼야.
Word for word.
자 생각해봤는데 내가 무슨 얘기 하려고 그랬더라? 국민참여 재판으로 가자. 다리미로 노인네 이마를 때려놓고 죽일 마음은 없었다. 할머니 사정이 딱하다는 걸 보여줘야 돼. 국민참여 재판이 좋지.
우영우 변호사를 도와서 재판지 배심원들 마음을 얻으려면 이 말솜씨가 중요합니다. 그리고 저 아나운서 시험도 합격했었습니다.
The news anchor exam?
대상 스피치 대회에서 1등했습니다. 아나운서식 유창한 말하기는
There we
오히려
go.
거부감을 줄 수 있어. 배심원들에게 부드럽게 다가가는 설득의 말하기가 필요합니다.
These two. I bet they're gonna be rivals all season.
언변에 자신 없으면 도움 받아야지.
피고인의 사정이 딱하다는 것을 보여주는 것이 핵심 아닌가요? 사정이 딱해 보이기로는 장애만한 것이 없습니다. 그리고 저는 자폐 스펙트럼 장애를 갖고
Oh, you got nothing to say to that.
Well,
혼자 해봐요 그럼. 어쨌든 한바다 이름 걸고 법정 서는 거니까 망신당하지 않게 스피치 연습 많이 하고.
네, 알겠습니다.
자 그러면 우리
Oh, you told her to practice.
right now. See ya.
우영우 정체가 뭡니까? 진짜 장애 있는 거 맞아요? 아니 뭐 바보인 척하면서 지금 우리 놀리고 있는 거 아니야?
Yeah.
Frank.
Right.
Come on. Yeah.
로스쿨 때 별명이 뭐였는지 아세요? 어이루였어요. 어설픈 모습이 안쓰러워서 도와주다 보면 정작 걔는 1등하고 나는 뒤처지고.
그러니까 도와주지 마요.
아 저러고 있는데 어떻게 안 도와줘요?
좀 도와주시든가요.
Well,
Because you're a good human being. That's why you help her.
well, the side doors are available.
They are. I mean, maybe she's trying to, build up a courage to navigate the revolving door so she can continue to do so moving on. Instead of avoiding your fears, you face them head on.
나와.
If there was a stopper, she just
Yeah,
put her.
throws her arm.
회전문이 어려우면 다른 문으로 나오면 되잖아.
그게
너 바보야?
Hey.
바보냐고.
Hey.
Come on.
태어나서 지금까지 본 책을 전부 기억하지만 회전문도 못 지나가는 우영우. 영리하고 어리석은.
한들 달러 빌. 10만 원 주세요. 사장님 10만 원.
I don't
심어는 주세요.
하지 말라고.
Hi.
Just let's go.
Yo to the yo to the 똥 to the good to the rummy.
That's awesome.
That they got their own thing.
어땠냐 저 출근?
힘들었어.
드디어 우리 영우가 사회의 참맛을 알아가는구나.
한 사람 배심원 앞에서 변론해야 하는데 나는 말을 잘 못하니까 연습하는 거 도와줄 수 있어?
당연하지. 뭐 지금 뭐 아래 지금 뭐 어떻게? 자 시작 레디 액션.
이 친구가 뭐 도움이 될 거라고 생각을 하시는 거예요? 얘 재판에 가본 적도 없을 건데.
야, 너 증인 봤어? 변호사도 사람입니다.
증인 안 봤어.
오케이 그럼 변호인
Attorneys are people too.
자해라고.
변호인도 안 봤어.
니는 네가 애국자 같나? 진실을 얘기해라. 그게 진짜 애국이야. 이 자식의 빨갱이 새끼.
She's gonna have her watch movies.
와.
재판 그 별거 아니야. 야 변호사는 그것만 잘하면 돼. 따라해봐. 있습니다.
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 We're getting there.
기본 발성을 다시 잡아야 될 것 같아. 따라해봐. 아, 에, 이, 오. 집중하라고. 에. 똥꼬 힘 줘. 힘 줬어?
Well, are you? All right, let's
All right,
see
here
the
we go.
powerhouse.
작성해 주십시오.
최현욱 검사님 출석했습니까? 네. 우영우 변호사님 출석했습니까?
우영우 변호사 해야죠.
Oh, is she like freezing up?
우영우 변호사? 예.
Did it work?
네, 그럼 지금부터 사건 번호 202 검사님 모두 진술해 주세요.
형법 제250조 제1항 제254조에 의거하여 살인 미수죄로 기소하는 바입니다.
Oh gosh.
변호인 모두 진술하세요.
Come on, you got this.
Gotta.
진술 안 하실 거예요?
There we go.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
양해 말씀드립니다. 저는 자폐 스펙트럼 장애를 가지고 있어 하지만 법을 사랑하고 피고인을 도와 사건의 진실을 밝힐 수 있도록 최선을 다하겠습니다.
To the truth.
That's our first opening line.
Yeah.
법을 사랑하기까지예요. 뭐 바람직하네.
All right.
Well, but we still got to get down to business here.
막말을 하니 죽이고 싶은 마음이 들었다.
긴장이 돼서.
사건 기록을 볼까요? 한 번만 더 그런 소리 하면 다 같이 죽는다. 오늘 다 죽자. 너 죽고 나 죽자.
Yeah, that's.
기억하십니까?
예.
죽일 마음이 없었다는 사람 치곤 죽인다는 말을 너무 많이 한 거 아닙니까?
있습니다.
인정합니다. 변호인
You can sit down.
피고인이 피해자를 공격할 때 쓴 다리미입니다. 피고인, 이 다리미로 남편의 어디를 때렸습니까?
머리요.
머리요?
Did it?
When they showed the replay,
I don't think he did.
사실은 남편이 죽기를 바랬던 거 아닙니까?
판사님 잘못했습니다. 남편만 바라보고 사는데 저를 알아주지 않으니까 야속해서 그랬습니다. 살려주세요. 잘못했습니다.
oh, she better step in.
70대 할머니 상대로 너무 몰아치시는 거 아니에요?
저도 처음엔 살살 가려고 했죠. 먼저 세게 나온 건 그쪽이지.
아니 저희가 뭘 또 세게 나갑니까?
유무죄를 가려보자 하시니 저도 최선을 다해야죠. 기소명도 제대로 못 붙인 검사 취급받을 수 없죠.
박효식 씨를 법정으로 부르는 건 어때? 처벌을 원치 않는다는 걸 직접 말하게 하자고.
처벌 불원서를 제출했는데도요.
그 처벌 불원서 박효식 씨가 자필로 쓴 건가?
한 양식에 박효식 씨는 서명만 했습니다.
아니야.
How are we gonna figure this out?
갈랑 내는 것보다 효과가 있을 거야. 특히 배심원들한테는.
근데 그분이 증언을 잘 하실까요? 그 성질도 보통 아니시고.
Yeah, exactly.
박효식 씨는 내가 신문해야지 뭐. 우변은 신문 초안 작성하고.
네, 알겠습니다.
All right, let's see how this goes now.
숨김과 사실 그대로 말하고
오죽하면 때렸을 이해가 가더라고요. 이준호 씨가 했던 말이에요. 박규식 씨가 욕하는 거 보고.
Well,
후배이 나가서 박규식 씨한테 욕을 끌어내라고. 욕을 먹으라고.
go get cursed at. What?
Get the little sympathy from the jury.
최영란 씨 변호인 우영우입니다.
너 내 눈앞에 뛰지 말라고 했나? 어?
Goodness, what's wrong with him?
이 환장을 했구나? 어?
증인
이딴 걸 보여주려고 사람을
Oh, Jesus!
증인 지금 뭐 하시는 겁니까?
Yeah, he's
Like how he's all calm.
Whoa, jeez.
oh, Jesus!
이야기 빠르네 영감탱이야.
Oh, Jesus!
여러분이 보신 바와 같이 박규식은 함께 살기 편한 남편은 아닙니다. 남편을 살해하려다 실패한 아내일 수는 없습니다. 자신의
What's
잘못을
this now?
깊이 뉘우치는 피고인에게
재판장님, 피해자 박규식 씨가
Oh.
병원으로 이송 중 사망함에 따라
뭐라고?
Oh no.
So,
무슨 피고인의 혐의를 살인 미수죄가 아닌 살인죄로
oh,
공소장 변경을 허락해 주십시오.
oh, now the case completely changed because they're gonna say he died because of injuries sustained.
만약 내가 신문을 하지 않았다면, 그래서 박규식 씨가 그렇게 화를 내지 않았다면,
That's what she's gonna be wondering. Was it their fault?
내가 이 사건을 맡지 않았다면 박규식 씨는 지금 살아 있을까요? 제가 사람들 앞에서 처음 한 말은 상해죄였습니다. 제가 변호사가 될 거라고 처음 말한 사람은 최영란 씨고요. 신기했습니다.
Yep, that's right.
모든 것이 처음이라서 박규식 씨를 사망하게 해서
20년 만에 만난 아랫집 꼬맹이 반길 줄도 모르고 욕부터 하는 우리 영감 성질 탓이고
Ooh.
그런 영감 갈 날 얼마 안 남은 줄도 모르고 다림이
Yeah, there's a lot to go around.
노상 머리 아프다고 찡찡대던 영감탱이였는데
Oh, that he did right when he came
Yeah.
that day. He did complain about it.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how to console her,
Yeah.
you know, because she doesn't understand the emotions fully.
I think the fact that he had that whatever that injury was
Brain
beforehand
Before
is
that he
gonna
was
be a part
complaining
of
that his
it.
head hurt, of course.
Yeah.
규식 씨 부검 검령서 가져왔습니다. 사인은 역시 뇌출혈이에요. 저 다림이 꼭 그거 닮지 않았어요? 그 모비딕에 나오는
꼴이에요?
He knows how to get her talking.
Got her to light up.
Talking.
좀
Got her to light up.
걸로 사람을 때렸다니 즉사하지 않은 게 다행이네 싶고 왜?
Well, because you did that, she's
회사에서는 하면
thinking.
안 되는 게 많습니다.
아 그래요?
That's so.
That's right. Dad said not to be blunt.
Yeah.
고래 얘기는 하면 안 됩니다. 꼭 필요한 상황이 아니면요.
변호사님이랑 저랑 둘만 있을 때는 그냥
이준호 씨랑 저랑 둘만 있을 때는
You just blew her mind.
네 그럼요.
All right, now we can talk about whales.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, where do I begin?
Was she gonna see that she didn't see before? That's a ad for Prudential.
박규식 씨 담당 의사 눈에도 그렇게 보였을. 이
There's
사건은
no
형법만
mark.
보면 안 돼요. 민법을 봐야 풀려요. 다리미만 보면 안 돼요.
노상 머리 아프다고 찡찡대.
Yeah,
There it
that's- Yeah.
경찰 진술.
I mean, did they find any blood on the iron?
Well, he didn't have any blood at all.
Oh.
아빠 소파에 누워 있는데 택배가 왔습니다.
원래부터 머리가 아팠던 거네요. 다림이 맞기 전부터요.
Yep.
다리미에 맞아서 생긴 뇌출혈이 아닐지도 몰라요.
Had it all along, as we know.
박규식 씨의 뇌출혈이 외상성이라고 판단하신 이유는 뭐죠?
그야
다리미로 맞았으니까요. 맞아서 기절까지 했다고 들었습니다.
박규식 씨의 머리뼈에 골절이 있었나요?
없었습니다.
박규식 씨의 머리에 다리미로 인해
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
그럼 팔에는 상처가 있었습니까?
있긴 했는데 심하진 않았습니다.
그렇다면 다리미가 그토록 위협적이라고
환자가 다리미에 맞아서 그걸 토대로 진단을 한 거죠. 진짜 다리미 때문인지 아닌지 그런 것까지 제가
증인의 진단 때문에 피고인이 감옥에 간다면 그래야 하지 않을
Yep.
변호인은 증인과 논쟁을 하고 있습니다.
인정합니다. 증인에게 질문만 하세요.
변호인 증인에게 질문만 하세요.
예. 예?
박규식 씨는 81세였습니다. 증인.
네.
박규식 씨는 치매 환자였습니다.
네.
뇌출혈의 대표적인 전조 증상은 심한 두통입니다. 알고 있습니까?
네.
박규식 씨는 사건 당일 다리미에 맞기 전부터 심한
Yep.
알고 있습니까?
No, he was not aware.
마냥 아파 소파에 누워 있는데 때가 왔습니다. 박규식 씨가 경찰 조사에서 했던 진술입니다.
Oh, and that's even the statement by Mr. Park. Not even by.
다발성 경막과 출혈은 주로 노년층에서 관찰되며 치매 환자
네.
81세라는 고령의 나이와 치매 병력, 사건 직전 호소했던 심한 두통에도 불구하고 경막과 출혈이라 확신하십니까?
Are you still sure?
출혈했을 가능성은 전혀 없습니까?
Now that I have everything in front of me, yes.
자발성 경막하 출혈이었을 가능성 있는 것 같습니다.
There we go.
박규식의 병명과 사인이 질병에 의한 자발성 경막하 출혈이라고 진단한 의학 전문가 3인의 진단서를
3 medical specialists.
박규식 씨의 뇌출혈은 피고인에게 맞아서 생긴 게 아니라 원래 가진 질병에 의한 것일 가능성이 있습니다. 피고인의 상해와 피해자의 사망 사이에는 인과관계가 없습니다. 살인죄가 아닌 상해죄로 재판받게 해주십시오.
어떻게 생각해요? 공소장 변경 신청할 의향 있으십니까?
You better be, Mr.
Yeah.
Talk Tough.
네.
변호사님, 방금 선고 나왔습니다.
아,
살인죄는 무죄고요.
Hey.
There we go.
감사합니다.
Your first case.
그 최영란 선생님이 그 변호사님 만나고 싶어 하셔서 모시고 왔어요.
Oh, wow, she's been crying.
Well, she's got a lot going on.
변호사 선생님, 감사합니다.
Oh, we're gonna get a hug back.
Well,
Progress.
yeah.
Her form of a hug.
Say the first case went pretty well. Looks like she's keeping her
I
job.
say so.
아유 죄송합니다. 지금 저희가 영업이 끝난.
광호 선배 오랜만이네.
Who's this now?
No, stop.
Answer's trying to get ahead.
Yeah, I would love to.
Well, first off, look, I'm just hoping, I know this is only the first episode, but I'm hoping that this show keeps the fun, kind of lighthearted theme that it's had, because so many of the K-dramas we've done have been so serious and, you know, just had a completely different tone than what we have here. And this is so refreshing to have. I'm enjoying this so much. So much I'm enjoying this because of how different it is. It's fun, it's lighthearted. Yeah, there's some serious tones in it with, you know, whatever cases we might get, but I'm really hoping that the way our extraordinary attorney Wu handles things, that we get not only insight into her life and if she starts to make some steps to kind of progress the way she wants to, but we also keep the fun of the story that we're having, because again, so different from what we're used to. We had the animated whales and everything that we were getting, and that was kind of the thing that she's into, which is cool. And it ended up being her thinking about the whale and looking at the iron that kind of broke the case wide open and set us up for the finish that we got. So this was A lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect. Massive shout out to the actress playing Attorney Wu because absolutely nailed so many different mannerisms and the acting and everything. So brilliant job by her. Massive shout out. Thought that was so well done. And I am really excited to see where things go. The little bit of the step 1, 2 that we had to get through the door, and kind of the personal one-on-one action that she had with the gentleman that helped her out earlier, getting through the door. So I'm curious to see where that goes. I mean, a lot of kind of unanswered questions that you would expect in a first episode to really tee us off. So I don't know. For me, my favorite part of this, and I don't know about you guys, maybe we can kind of kick it around the table. My favorite part was when she was running through all the facts about whales, and it was like she was swiping on an iPad or something, going through everything in the background and how they graphically show that to us. That was one of my favorite parts of the episode.
Yeah, I was gonna go to because what I loved about like how you said that too about with the whales and everything, about how she used that when she then talked to the attorney, that it was like, like she asked the trivia question to John Woo when she asked him the trivia question about whales, and then it was a trick question. So she's like using that.
Focus.
She's like, see, when you're focusing on one thing, you don't notice the other, and she uses that throughout case studies. So like, her dad is like, don't talk about whales. And like, she's like, unless I absolutely have to, you're right. Yep. And it's like, it's because it's true. She uses that as a mechanism, so to speak, to be able to find things that are underlying that aren't just right on the surface.
Yeah.
What about your favorite scene?
My favorite scene?
Well, that's what he was just.
That's what I was.
Well, you start off talking what you think about the episode, then you kick it to favorite scenes for us. Look,
there you go.
Favorites,
right.
Is that Squid Game?
Yep, yeah. Squid Game.
Yeah, no. Look, as far as favorite scene in the film, I know it's kind of sad, and it's a touchy issue with dementia and stuff like that. But I think my favorite scene was, the court scene where we saw the husband step up and start yelling at her, because it just made it clear to everybody that something was off with the guy, right? And it brought a level of, I don't want to say sympathy from the jury for the wife and for the attorney, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can act a certain way, but when everybody else sees it,
right?
Now that doesn't look, we're not lawyers here, guys, but it is a law show.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that she wasn't guilty. I mean, just because he's acting in a certain manner, you still can't hit him, But it just kind of brought the truth of the whole situation to light. But as far as having a favorite scene throughout the course of the first episode, I mean, there was so many scenes that were great. I mean, it was very heartwarming seeing her speak for the first time, and the true happiness in the dad's face.
Yeah.
I have
that was powerful.
I have friends who have I think at this, I don't want to say at this point, but I think we all have friends or family or somebody who is autistic, or maybe has some kids who are autistic, and I have some friends who have kids who are autistic and nonverbal, and that kind of becomes a totally different challenge for parents. Obviously the challenge from just little communications things, but also from the emotional standpoint. But so seeing just the happiness in the father's face, he wasn't concerned that it was just random law speak, right? Like, he wasn't concerned about what she said. He was just overjoyed and elated that she could speak. And where did you learn that and stuff? And kind of coming to the realization that yes, my daughter is autistic or on the spectrum, as the doctor had suggested, but she can talk and she can communicate. And then it gave him this sense of hope for her future, because you'd have to imagine, parents in these situations, that's what you question right away.
Yeah, because he's like, am I going to have to take care of her?
What sort of life are they going to live? Are they going to have any quality of life? In that sense to say quality of life, but are they going to be able to work and and so many questions and so many fears as parents, and you just saw such a huge one, lifted off his shoulders. Okay, she can talk. And obviously that opened the door to different types of communication. We saw this scene where she had all the emotions from the dad on the door to help her understand those signals
with the pictures. Was a nice
with
touch.
those signals. So yeah, I mean, look, for me to break down a favorite scene, that's difficult because there was a lot of them.
Yeah.
I just, I thought the show is unique. There was a show, I believe it was called The Good Doctor here in the United States.
Yep.
Where you had a young man who was autistic, but like a very young, but autistic, and a doctor, and he was able to analyze these medical situations kind of in the same thing, where it's, this memory bank.
Yep.
And so, we know some people with autism, and look, again, not a doctor. I know sometimes we use the word savant, where their brain function just in certain in certain, like, I don't know, categories or whatever you want to call it, just operates on a totally different level, whether it be music. I've seen it where, you have younger people who, are somewhere on the spectrum, and they hear a song and all of a sudden they can play piano like Mozart, and I mean, so there's so many different levels, but yeah, this one was it's an interesting topic. Again, we've seen the show with the doctor here in the States, and of course we've seen different programs that have touched on that. I think the most famous probably here in the United States goes back to the 80s with Rain Man. But so this is unique, because I don't know that I've ever seen a show here, at least in the States or anywhere else, where you take somebody who's on the autism spectrum and put them in a legal standpoint. But the thing about law, I mean, how many times do we see where it's like, this particular, statute of this particular law says that this, or other case studies we see so often in law shows. Again, we're not lawyers.
That's to be clear, that's our knowledge of
in
law.
1987, this case, this person v. this person stated that this, and so somebody
Quinn v. Oak,
somebody with a memory like she has.
Because remember the way she broke it down in the office. Well, if she meant to kill him, it's this. If she only meant to do this,
Yeah,
it's
she had-
this. And she kept breaking
she had
down.
yeah,
the
she had
different-
four different
Well, and
versions of
she
what
also
it could be.
broke it down to, like, she was able to, just picture everything. Okay, yes, she's going to get a lighter sentence if we do this. Look, the prosecutor's already ready to just go to probation, but she has to admit she did this, and if she does this, this is the impact on her life. So I think what's going to happen and what we're going to see is just this pattern of analyzing these different legal situations much differently than maybe somebody else could, because it's
thinking
not
multiple steps ahead.
you're seeing the big picture.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought I recognized him. I had to look it up real quick. Yes, our dad, Gwang Ho, he was in All of Us Are Dead and We Class 1.
Yeah,
so
he was in All of Us Are Dead.
I was like, he looks so familiar, and I had to look it up. Yeah, there, All of Us Is
Was
Dead.
he Chuck Norris and All of Us Are Dead?
I think so. And then he was Park Hyun Chol in We Class, in
Well,
We Hero Class 1.
Yeah,
but
and I know
I'm
I
sorry,
kind of brought it up, but I wanted to hear from you guys because we didn't know what we were getting into with this show. Were you guys relieved, or not even relieved, but kind of excited to take a different tone with the show than what we're kind of used to from some of these that, most of them
Yeah,
are a
this
little
one
bit
had a lot
serious?
more fun to it. I appreciated having what I'm assuming maybe we'll get some more knowledge on it, but her two lifelong friends that they had, because they had the little dance and
That they did.
handshake and everything that was helping her with objection, being put some oomph into it. I want you to enunciate, and so that was cool seeing that as well, because I had no idea what to expect. Because we had, everything you guys have had us watch has been we'll have some comedic points, but it's been dramas.
Yeah, but very serious.
And we have a show like Glory where we're rooting for this massive revenge. So this was fun in that way, so that way we can have a laugh, but also we still have, in my opinion, a hero and someone that we're cheering on and rooting for every episode. So I'm liking that aspect of it as well.
Another thing I think they did really well with this show is that they use music to set the tone.
Yes.
Which obviously is huge in any film or any television series. You can set such a tone with the type of music. And this, they kept it very lighthearted, kind of emotional. I know we made Answer and I made a couple comments about not getting the not getting the subtitles that are giving you the description of what the music type is. But they kept things lighthearted, they kept things fun, and so you really got like this very positive energy from, if I can say that, about the score or the soundtrack, about the things that were happening. So
yeah, I mean, I think from a viewer standpoint, the music lets you know it's okay to laugh or have a chuckle or it's lighthearted, because the music can drastically change a scene. With she could be doing the same thing and you could have a different feeling about it if not for the music to let you know, hey, this is all right to laugh at.
Especially in a legal context. I mean, you could take this. So for those of you who haven't seen Law and Order, I mean, you could take like a Law and Order, and that's like a very serious law show, right? Very rarely is there any sort of whatever. But you could take this same concept. Okay, you have an attorney who's on the spectrum, who's like totally locked in, and could be like, okay, this and this and this and this and this, and you could take this same concept and make it a much more serious show.
Well, because from what I've seen, that's what Good Doctor is with him. It's more serious.
I've seen clips
yeah,
that go kind of viral, and I've seen some that are more serious, some that are more heartwarming, and I think they kind of mix it up. Again, I've never watched a single episode, but I've seen some clips. Look, and maybe we get that with this. Maybe down the road, she's got some cases that are a little bit more serious, and they just kind of want to set an overall tone in the first episode, or just kind of get you to really like open up. I mean, she's a very likable character. And the dad's very likable. Even the woman who very lightly hit her husband with the iron. They made her very likable. And again, maybe she has to become aggressive in later episodes, and we're going to see her take a more serious stance to try to get her points across. But a great first episode. And again, when K-dramas come highly recommended, there's usually a reason, and this one really delivered.
Yeah, it just seems like they never miss. I mean, I know we say it all the time, and I know you folks are giving us a lot of the good ones.
Yeah,
but they never seem to miss, and it's just so fun to take this ride and for it to be something completely different. And again, massive shout out to the actress with playing the lead.
Park Eun-bin. Park Eun-bin is the one that plays Woo Young.
Yoon-bin Park. Well, it would be Yoon-bin Park is how we.
Because it's
of course,
switched around.
Of course,
it's not like race car or radar.
Yeah, of course,
or kayak. Like that Woo Young Woo said. So for obviously if we're saying it wrong or whatever, that's why I thought that was clever that they did that so that American viewers can be like that her name is Woo Young Woo, and it's the same way forwards as it is backwards. So I thought that was lighthearted, but in as much as it was lighthearted and how we're having fun, I thought, and you touched on it too, was her father in the courtroom and just being a proud dad, and so then they left us on the cliffhanger of what is the backstory with
those two,
with Gwang Ho and
that was very interesting. Look, and we know he's a widower, and maybe you could speculate on a million things. Maybe dad had a relationship with her in the past, and she couldn't handle him having an autistic child, or who knows? Because
then that could always be why she then hired her, and she knew like, hey, look, she still knew she was something special and someone that to bring into the fold, and it was going to be clutch at the law firm.
Shall be interesting.
We shall see.
This was a great introduction to the extraordinary attorney Woo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Well, you must have, because it's
highly recommended.
Highly recommended. So thank you again for that. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals. Oh, that's what we saw in the preview.
Oh, that's quite the wedding.
내빈 여러분은 모두 일어나셔서 신랑 신부에게 축하의 박수를 보내주시길 바랍니다.
Oh no, is this where we had the flashback? Oh, this is going to be bad, I think.
You're real quick on the update there, buddy.
Well, no, I did, because they just showed it as bits and pieces, and once she grabbed the train there, I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, come on, Quinn. This can only be good.
Okay, so she's not... He looks so happy. And here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not the best on your wedding day.
Oh, the camera was.
Yeah.
아이고 주님.
I got paid to pop this thing. I'm gonna pop it.
So is the tattoo reveal the bigger issue here? Or
maybe a combination.
Yeah.
We don't know the symbology of the tattoo.
No, we don't.
The wedding dress that slipped.
Dolphins.
김밥 속의 햄 바꾸셨습니까? 맛이 별로입니다.
그래가지고 언제 가서 결혼할래? 웨딩드레스 입어보고 싶지 않아?
아버지는 저런 웨딩드레스 입어보고 싶습니까?
결혼식에
인간에게 결혼이란 부모로부터의 독립과 짝짓기가 함께 이루어지는 의식이지만 고래의 경우는
Oh, here we
With
go.
whales.
Nice.
늦었어요.
오 맞아. 가지마.
다녀오겠습니다.
See you later.
She pick all the ham out.
Yeah. I saw her like doing something on her plate. That's great.
Just rolling right up to the front door.
It's a big building.
김정구요. 여기다 바쁜 사람들이니까 바로 본론으로 갑시다.
Plus, he's paying by the hour.
내 나이 47에 얻은 누뚱이 막내딸이 있어요. 얼마 전에 결혼시켰어. 대현건설 사장 아들이랑 대현호텔에서.
축하드립니다.
축하는 얼어 죽을. 이 망할 놈의 대현호텔 새끼들 때문에.
어깨랑 소매가 없는 웨딩드레스를 입고 계셨는데 신랑 신부가 행진할 때 그 드레스가 흘러내렸습니다.
Yeah, we didn't see what distracted her, really.
어디까지요?
이 아래까지.
속옷은요? 안 흘러내렸죠?
The whole works.
Yeah.
대현호텔에서 다 알아서 해준다길래 2억 3천 들여서 1,000명 앞에서 개망신을 당한 거야 내가. 이적인 대현호텔 새끼들한테 내가 얼마를 받아야 되겠습니까?
정확한 액수는 조사를 더 해봐야겠지만
생각하는 게 10억 미치면 말 들지 마시오.
For pain and suffering?
결혼식 비용 전액을 환불해주겠다고 했습니다. 신랑 신부에게 1,000만 원 상당에 이르는 대현호텔 숙박권을 주겠다는 말도 했고요.
A voucher.
There you go.
나쁘지 않은데요?
뭐? 나쁘지 않아? 그만한 가시밖에 없다 이 말씀이야?
아니요, 그게 아니라
회장님께서 말씀하시는 부분은 재산상의 손해가 아닌 정신적인 고통에 대한
There you
손해를
go.
배상하는 것이죠.
Pain and suffering.
그런데 이 위자료라는 것이 인정받기가 정말 쉽지 않습니다. 실제 판례들이 그래요. 인정이 되더라도 액수가 크지 않습니다.
He's not happy.
위자료격으로 무료 숙박권까지
He's about to explode.
사실 꽤 합리적입니다. 결혼식 비용까지 부담하라고 주장할 수는 있을 것 같네요.
한 바다도 태산이랑 다를 게 없구만.
Oh boy.
내가 가진 땅이 가락동일 때만 6,000평이야. 송사할 게 한두 개겠어? 여태까지는 그거 다 태산 주었어.
Oh, he's trying to shop his future business.
근데 막상 큰일 나니까 이 새끼들 다 꽁무니를 빼. 멘트도 똑같아. 위자료는 원래 많이 못 받습니다. 이지라. 한바단 좀 다를까 해서.
한바다는 다릅니다.
다르긴 뭐 이랬노? 어렵습니다. 못하겠습니다. 멘트까지 똑같구만.
회장님께서는 정확히 얼마를 원하십니까?
10억 원 받아야 되지 않겠어?
A billion. Wow. The B.
Okay.
해보겠습니다. 태산이 못하는 일 한바다는 한다는 거.
Oh, hope she didn't get herself into trouble here.
대표님만 믿겠습니다.
Oh, the old I'm counting on you.
He gave her a look like, what did we just do?
손해는 어떻게 나뉘지?
손해 3분설에 따라 적극적 손해와 소극적 손해 그리고
위자료로 나뉩니다.
위자료는 정신적 고통에 대한 배상이고요.
They're all just trying to one up each other.
변호사 생활을 그렇게 오래 하셨는데 손해가 어떻게 나뉘는지도 모르셨습니까?
네, 몰라서 물어보는 게 아니고 가르치려고 물어보는 거예요.
Music here.
이미 지출한 결혼식 비용 3천만 원은 적극적 손해, 3천만 원은 소극적 손해라고 주장한다고 치자고.
We're up to 460.
중복 배상 청구라서 말이 안 되는데 우리 의뢰인은 10억을 원해요.
대여호텔이 웨딩 사업팀을 신설하면서 결혼식 관련 업무를 다 통합했네요. 그나마 다행이에요. 보통은 예식장 대여 따로, 웨딩드레스 대여 따로라서 책임 소재를 묻기가 애매한데 이 경우엔 대여호텔이 직접 다 한 거.
One stop shop.
이게 과연 대여호텔의 잘못이냐는
she
거야.
stepped on her own dress.
사실이든 그게 없으면 이 손해배상 청구 자체가 무의미해져. 권민우 변호사, 최수연 변호사 잠입 조사 해본 적 있나?
Undercover.
우리가 직접 찾아내야지. 둘이 대여호텔로 가서 신랑 신부인 척 웨딩.
Here we go.
대여호텔 권민우 변호사 말고 이준호 씨랑 가면 안 될까요?
권민우 변호사 신랑감으로
네.
No, whoa, wow.
I don't like her either.
홍우 변호사랑 신랑 신부 만나보겠습니다. 괜찮죠?
저도 이준호 씨랑 둘만 있는 게 좋지만
I'll yield. But I'll yield.
뭐야? 둘이 친해?
친하다의 정의가 둘만 있을 때 나누는 이야기가 따로 있는 사이라면 친해.
Yeah, Wales.
Wales. This music is top notch.
Oh, you know when you got a
결혼식
giant
후로는
picture of
아가씨가
yourself.
방에서 통
Look at that chandelier.
변호사님들 오셨어요.
Well, let's see how this goes.
소개를 해야죠. 본인 소개.
제 이름은 똑바로 읽어도 거꾸로 읽어도 우영우입니다. 기러기 토마토 스위스 인도인 별똥별 우영.
Well, she's not in the office, so she
Yeah.
would say it.
감사합니다. 이 친구가 회사 들어온 지 얼마 안 돼서요.
아, 네. 앉으세요.
Like the little bells.
It's like she won't come out of her room, but her room's like a whole like apartment.
Yeah.
그 결혼식 때 이후로 지금까지 부모님 댁에서 지내신 건가요? 남편분은요?
신혼집은 그냥 비워놨어요. 오빠도
오.
오빠 부모님 집에 있고요.
혹시 결혼식을 다시 할 계획이 있으신가요?
아빠한테 물어보세요. 양가 어른들 의견이 다 다르고 복잡해요 이 결혼.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
오빠 할아버지께서 저를 예뻐하셨어요. 그때 일로 저한테 많이 실망하셨대요. 파혼하자는 얘기도 하신 것 같더라.
Breaking it off.
제 등에 관세음보살 문신이 있거든요. 가봉할 때 꽤 타이트하게 맞췄었는데
대연호텔 직원한테 그 얘기를 했나요?
드레스 입혀주는 언니한테요. 근데 그냥 살이 빠져서 그런 것 같다면서
Oh, the dress was ill-fitting.
화영 씨 주변에 당시 상황을 증언해줄 사람이 있을까요? 이 드레스가 헐렁해 걱정하는 걸 들은 친구가 있다든지.
아니요 없어요. 제 주변 사람들은 결혼식에 안 왔거든요.
김하영 씨 결혼식인데요.
Yeah.
하객 명단은 아빠가 관리해서요.
Yeah, he did, and he wanted it. Yep,
It was Dad's wedding, not hers.
pretty much.
남편을 사랑합니까? 이 방에는 사진이 많습니다. 그런데 남편 사진은 없습니다. 한 장도요.
Oh.
아 오빠랑 찍은 사진들은 다 신혼집에 있나 봐요.
저기 있는데요.
Oh.
I don't think this marriage has a shot, Oak.
남편을 사랑합니까?
So it could be possible that she did it purposely.
홍진우 씨 댁에서 파혼 얘기가 나왔다는데 사실인가요?
화영이가 그래요?
Marriage of convenience.
화영이 몸에 문신이 있는 거 아시죠?
네, 화영 씨한테 얘기 들었습니다.
We're gonna have to look up what that tattoo means.
아무래도 연세가 있으시고 독실한 기독교 신자시니까 그런 애랑 무슨 결혼이냐고. 혼인신고도 안 했는데 그냥 관두라고 하시더라고요.
그럼 파혼하실 건가요?
모르겠어요. 어른들 의견 정리되는 거 좀 지켜봐야죠.
Breaking off the marriage.
날카로워져서 정신과 다니고 하니까 만나면 자꾸 싸우게 되더라고요. 병원 다니는 걸로 알아요.
This relationship is doomed.
아이 뭐 부자들은 철들면 안 된다는 법이라도
They
있나
don't even
봐요.
like each other.
There must be a lot of rich people can't mature.
이 정신적으로 독립을 해야 결혼도 하는 거잖아요. 저 나이 먹도록 스스로 밥상 한번 차려본 적도 없을걸요.
Oh, it's like her in the morning with her dad.
스스로 밥상 차려본 적 있습니까?
그 우영우 변호사는 없습니까? 없구나.
I usually dine out.
Yeah. Is this giving her an idea to?
Let's see how this goes now.
호칭은 어떻게 할까요?
준호
준호 오빠? 아니다. 근데 이름을 자꾸 부르면 안 좋을 것 같아요. 나중에 어떻게 될지 모르니까.
아 그러네요.
Accidentally get married.
자기야?
What? She likes that.
It's for the role.
네, 변호사님.
이준호 씨도 어른이라면 모름지기 스스로 밥상을 차리고 부모로부터 독립을 해야 한다고 생각합니까?
글쎄요. 뭐 그러면 좋겠죠?
하지만 번고래는 평생 동안
Here we go. The whales.
제가 지금 좀 바빠서요. 나중에 전화 드릴게요.
영우가 자주 이래요?
아니요. 그냥 가끔?
So how is the whale gonna come into play in this episode?
I love that killer whales are mama's boys and mama girls. It's awesome.
네, 변호사님.
이런 말 들어보셨습니까? 우리가 신에 대해 아는 것보다 달의 뒷면에 대해 아는 것이 더 많다.
네?
대왕고래가 새끼를 낳는 장면을 본 사람이 아직까지 아무도 없다는 사실만 봐도
Is that true?
바다는 너무나 크고 또 깊어서 고래들의 비밀을 굳게 지켜주고 있는 겁니다.
Keeping the whales
secrets. And that's it.
That's it. That's the end of the whole conversation.
변호사님, 제가 지금 여보세요?
That's it.
Just came in to drop some blue whale reproductive knowledge, and that's it.
그 역할을 합니다. 고래는 깊은 바다에서 먹이를 먹고 배수면으로 올라와 배설을 하는데 그 대변이 바다심을
Look at his face.
긴수염 고래는
He's in a different outfit.
고래 얘기하시려고 여기까지 오신 거예요?
네, 안녕히 가십시오.
Skips away.
계속 듣다 보면 유익하기도 하고 또
It's all useful. Well, it is.
누가 그 얘기를 들어주겠어요. 저라도 들어주면 좋잖아요.
평생 들어주실 거예요? 평생 들어주실 거 아니면 준호 씨가 먼저 선을 그어줘야죠. 그게 진짜 영우를 위한 일 같은데.
Somebody didn't have breakfast.
Oh,
Just nervous.
뭐가요?
Just nervous.
just nervous about the marriage.
괜찮아요. 괜찮아요.
All the talk about whale feces.
Well, nope. He's That's never good.
Oh no.
They added one more. Oh.
It's like a bubbling beaker or something.
Oh, brutal. Just hanging out with
Sweating too.
오용우 변호사님.
최수연 변호사를 만나야 합니다. 제가 온 이유는 말씀드릴 수 없어요. 특히 이준호 씨에게는 절대로 말해서는 안 됩니다.
Okay.
I can't tell you why I'm here.
Well, he's gonna put two and two together.
Yeah.
시연이니? 가져왔어? 이리 줘.
Oh, the string almost got caught on her hand too.
근데 왜 이걸 가져왔어? 아무나 가져오라고 했잖아. 그게 제일 편해 보였어. 라벨도 없고.
Oh, comfortable. What's it gonna be?
Oh, that's most comfortable.
Oh my god.
Jam pants.
어차피 난 틀렸어. 이 결혼 네가 해야 돼. 자기야라고 부르기로 했어. 준호 오빠도 좋지만 우리가 결혼을 서두르는 이유는 속도 위반을 했기 때문이야.
Oh, that's what they're going with for the story, huh?
방금 말한 속도 위반은 교통법규상 제한된 속도 이상의 속력을 내는 행위를 뜻하는 게 아니지?
아니야. 따고 결혼 전에. 그래서 준호 씨 아이가 여기야. 준호 씨 잘 부탁해.
Take good care of.
pops and streamers, fireworks.
Well, it's better than the Dumb and Dumber bathroom
I
scene.
suppose, yeah.
Yeah, they both have their humor in their own way.
최소연 변호사님은요? 괜찮으세요?
틀렸어요.
She's out.
이준호 씨는 저랑 결혼하셔야 돼요. 아, 이젠
Sweetie.
3시 예약인데 많이 늦었어요.
네, 자기야.
Oh,
She's
boy.
gonna want a
What
whale themed wedding.
Yeah.
동안 1년 정도는 기다리셔야 되는데 두 분 아주 운이 좋으셨어요.
우리가 결혼을 서두르는 이유는 속도 위반을 했기 때문입니다.
She's because she's
Like a robot.
This is Quinn, mission focused.
Yeah.
웨딩 드레스는 어떤 스타일이 좋으세요?
한번 볼까요?
Are they gonna pick the same style?
Yeah, they have to pick a strapless.
Right, one of those. Yeah.
이게 이쁘네요.
솔직히 이런 스타일 유행 살짝 지났어요. 입으실 때 이것저것 신경 쓸 것도 많고요.
하긴 우리 자기 너무 말라가지고
My sweetie.
가끔 있지 않나요?
흘러내려요? 웨딩 드레스가?
Not here.
저희가 얼마나 철저하게 가봉을 하는데요.
이 웨딩 드레스 입어보고 싶습니다.
이거에 완전 꽂히셨네. 두 분 과감한 스타일 좋아하시고.
It's like bold styles.
또 위반을 했나 봐요.
그래서 우리가 속도 위반을 했습니다.
Give the bride what she wants.
지혜 씨,
너 몰라? 주연이 잘렸잖아. 드레스 훌러덩 했을 때.
Oh.
Oh.
Little inside info.
Well, everything's working out well.
그 드레스 사건 때문에 주희 언니라는 사람이 잘린 것 같아요. 만약 거기 직원이 맞다면 빵을 사갖고 갈 거예요.
빵이요?
Bread.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, now we have a lead.
This music sounds like a 70s detective show.
Yeah. On this week's episode of Shaft.
실례합니다.
네?
저 혹시 주희 씨 어디 갔는지 아세요?
주희 씨, 배주희 씨요?
배주희 씨한테 상담을 받았는데 오늘 보니까 안 계신 것 같아서요.
언니 퇴사했어요.
Signed.
설명하면 길어서 혹시 그 배주희 씨 연락처 좀 알 수 있을까요?
Can't just give that out.
죄송합니다. 언니 개인 정보라서.
It's private info.
신랑님.
What are you doing snooping
that-
around the pantry?
That smile says, get out of here.
제가 알아봤는데 좀 힘들 것 같은데.
I thought, so they do it a little differently.
He is taken aback. Who was that calling?
Click.
Oh, he's gonna drop the phone. Oh, he is.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's put it down.
이거 보시니까 어떠세요?
대단히 불편합니다. 라벨로만 만들어진 옷 같아요.
That's only made out of labels.
눈빛 봐. 완전
Oh, look at that busted
Did
out.
you She's laughing
결혼식 중에 웨딩 드레스가 흘러내렸다.
Back to the serious stuff here.
이렇게까지 키울 일인가요? 어찌 보면 웃고 지나갈 해프닝에 대형 높은 변호사들 7명이 붙어서
피고 대연호텔은 원고로부터 2억 3천만 원이라는 거액을 받고 결혼식을 진행했는데 웃고 지나갈 해프닝이 아니라고 생각합니다.
그 웨딩 드레스가 흘러내린 사고 자체가 원고의 부주의 때문인지 대연호텔의
Here we go.
결혼식 직후에 대연호텔이 위로금을 제시했지만 원고가 거절했습니다. 소송까지 해서 시비를 가리겠다면 대연호텔도 물러설 수 없습니다. 특급 호텔로서의 명예가 걸린 일이니까요.
But what did she see in the audience?
They're fighting back.
결혼식 때 일이 트라우마로 남아서 환자를 힘들게 하니까요. 지금은 많이 좋아졌지만 결혼식 직후엔 불면증과 식이장애, 대인 기피가 심했습니다.
Oh, she asked about her losing weight.
의사한테는 환자의 비밀을 보호할 의무가 있지 않습니까?
저희는 외상 후 스트레스 장애가 파혼의 원인이 될 수 있다는 전문가의 의견이 필요합니다. 법정에서 증언해 주시면 안 되겠습니까? 김하영 씨를 위한 일입니다.
김하영 씨를 위한 일이라 정말 그럴까요?
Oh.
증언은 어려울 것 같습니다.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah,
He
dad's just embarrassed and wants a bag of money.
Yep. And it's even worse than to drag the daughter through all that stuff.
감사합니다.
What's he got there? A milkshake?
Looks pretty good.
핑크는 지방 함량은 40% 정도입니다.
그래요?
네. 인수염고래과 고래들의 저장.
Much thicker.
대왕고래 어미는 이 고지방 젖을 날마다 200kg씩 만듭니다. 그걸 6개월 동안 먹고 자란 새끼고래의 몸무게는 얼마나 증가할까요?
고래 얘기 말고는 저한테 하고 싶은 말 없으세요?
없습니다.
That's it.
시간을 정해놓고 하면 어때요? 아무 때나 하지 말고요. 괜찮아요? 같이 밥 먹으면서 얘기해요.
그럼 점심시간이 아닐 때는
고래 얘기 말고 다른 얘기하기.
고래 얘기 말고 다른 얘기하기.
Well.
고래 얘기가 꼭 필요한 상황이라면
그럴 땐 해야죠.
Then we will.
Well. Looky what we have here.
지혜 씨 안녕하세요.
빵 사러 왔습니까? 여기 어쩐 일이세요?
배주희 씨 연락 잘 알고 싶어서요. 이상한 일 아니에요.
Getting ambushed.
It's not anything weird.
웨딩드레스 벗겨진 일이 있었죠. 그 일 관련해서 배주희 씨한테 물어보고 싶은 게 있어요. 그 일 때문에 김호영 씨 지금 파혼 직전이에요.
번호 드려도 연락하기 쉽지 않을 거예요. 주희 언니 외국 갔어요.
Just left.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Interesting. My instincts tell me something more is afoot here, Oak.
Look at you.
Huh?
Fucking
Should
super
have
sleuth.
we need to have a Mason Quinn attorney at law.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
sure.
Objection. Sustained. He just yells random words.
증인이 멀리서 오느라 조금 늦는 것 같습니다.
얼마나 더 기다립니까? 증인 불출석한 것으로 알고 신문기일 다시 정하겠습니다.
Come bursting through the doors. All right. Let's see how this goes down.
증인 강재 씨 도착했습니다.
원고 대리, 증인 신문하세요.
Giving her the look.
신부님들은 보통 다 살이 빠져서 오세요. 결혼식 날엔 거의 물도 안 마시니까 붓기가 빠지거든요. 그 살 좀 빠졌다고 드레스가 흘러내리게 그렇게 허술하게 가봉했을 리가 없다고 생각했습니다.
지금도 그렇게 생각하십니까?
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Hey, don't look over there.
Be leading the witness.
결혼식이 끝나고 나서 웨딩드레스가 바뀌었다는 걸 알았거든요.
Oh.
김하영 씨 맞춤으로 가봉한 드레스가 찢어졌대요. 배주희 씨라고 그때 같이 일하던 선배 직원의 실수.
Oh boy.
And she freaked out, didn't know what to do.
근데 갖고 있던 다른 드레스를 내보낸 거예요. 디자인은 같지만 사이즈는 약간 더 큰 걸로.
Oh, okay.
팀장님이 배주 씨 자르면서 저희한테 얘기했어요. 입단속 안 하면 너희도 자른다고요.
Oh, and threatening? This thing is blown wide open.
결혼식 이후로 많이 힘듭니까?
네.
왜 힘듭니까?
그리고 대리인은 막연한 질문으로 원고를 괴롭히고 있습니다.
괴롭히는 것까지는 아니라도
Badgering.
와글이라는 커뮤니티 사이트를 알고 계십니까?
네.
원고는 와글에 셀리라이드라는 아이디로 몇 차례 글을 썼죠? 맞습니까?
Oh, it's never good when they're bringing up info you're not aware of.
제목 결혼식 망친 후기.
How I ruined
결혼식
my wedding?
일주일 후인 9월 8일 원고가 와글에 지금은 남자 집안에서 파혼 얘기가 나오고 있어. 차라리 다행이야. 트라우마 뒤에 숨어서 조금만 더 버티면 결혼하지 않아도 될 것 같아.
Oh boy.
말처럼 살지 않아도 될 것 같아. 그러면서 대연 호텔에 무려 10억 원에 달하는 거액의 위자료를 요구했고요.
Oh, this is falling apart.
결혼식 이후에 많이 힘들다고 하셨는데 도대체 왜 힘든 겁니까? 원고가 쓴 글을 증거로 제출합니다.
Wow.
That is gonna be. Ooh.
Another wedding with a person.
Get that brain working. We need something to happen here. So how about you be honest with us?
이 결혼 아빠가 정말 좋아했었어요. 선물까지 받으니까요.
선물이요?
Gifts.
할아버지가 도곡동에 땅을 갖고 계신데 결혼하면 저한테 그걸 주신다고 했거든요. 그 얘기 아빠가 더 신났었어요. 오빠나 저나 서로한테 별 관심도 없어요. 다른 사람들도 다 이렇게 살아요.
다른 사람들은 결혼한다고 땅 선물을 받.
Yeah.
오빠는 집안 골탕이라도 먹이고 끝내려고요. 사랑만으로 결혼할 수 있다고 생각한 건 아니지만 그래도 내 인생인데 정말 어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠어요.
Oh, moment of brilliance. Just like before.
I was like, where's the wind coming from?
잘 됐습니다. 땅 선물이라니 정말 다행입니다.
Because
손해는 손해 3분설에 따라 이렇게 셋으로 나누기도 하지만 둘로 나눌 수도 있습니다.
the gift of the land.
알고 있습니까?
Quizzing me?
웨딩드레스가 흘러내리지 않았다면 홍진욱 씨의 할아버지인 홍주명 씨가 김하영 씨의 문신을 보고 실망할 일도 없었을 테니 토지 증여가 약속대로 이행되었을 것입니다. 대형 호텔의 실수로 인해 김하영 씨가 홍주명 씨로부터 받지 못하게 된 그 토지 가격을 특별 손해로 주장하면
Special damages.
무엇보다 더 이상 위자료에 매달리지 않아도 되어서 좋네요. 김하영 씨의 정신적 고통이 파혼 때문이든 아니든 이 특별 손해배상이랑은 상관없으니까요.
Yep. Totally unrelated.
특별손해 아이디어로 의견서 한번 작성해 보세요. 그 청구 취지를 바꾸자는 제안이니까 대표님, 회장님께 보여드리고 다 같이 한번 얘기해 봅시다.
네, 알겠습니다.
아, 그 의견서
Brilliant.
Don't worry, she's gone. She's working on it.
그래서 얼마를 받아주겠다는 거요?
홍주명 씨에게 증여받기로 한 토지의 가격이 얼마인지
332억 원이었습니다.
Oh,
그럼
33.2
332억
billion.
원을 배상하라고
Oh.
할 수 있어요.
Oh, he only wanted 1 billion.
332억짜리 결혼 선물 너 때문에 못 받겠어. 그거 내놔라. 주장할 수 있습니다. 물론 이 액수 그대로 인정되진 않을 거예요. 법리적으로는 말이 되지만 실제적으로는 말이 안 되거든요.
Yeah, they give you a lesser amount.
만약에 회장님께서 판사시라면 웨딩드레스 잘못 준 실수 하나에 332억 원을 배상하라고 판결하시겠어요?
그러면 어떻게 된다는 거요?
Yeah, he's like, I don't need to.
Yeah, but we'll settle.
연락이 올 겁니다. 합의하자고요. 그럼 그때 적정한 금액으로 합의하시면 됩니다.
적정한 금액 얼마?
You're 10. Half.
Third.
1.
33억 2천만 원?
10%.
에서부터 얘기를 시작할까 하는데 어떠세요?
Well, he wanted 1.
Yep.
지금까지 말씀드린 내용을 담은 의견서입니다.
She, just the daughter though she's been playing it very interesting.
This guy is laughing like a Bond villain.
일들 한번 끝내주게 하는구만. 10억 받아오라고 했더니만 33억을 갖고 오겠다네. 에?
Well, after our fees, he'll get like $500 million.
내 의견은 안 중요해요.
I was gonna
Yep,
say,
here we go.
She's got to speak up.
내 사건인데 난 싫어요.
넌 가만 있어. 어른들 말하는데 네가 왜 끼어?
Oh.
드레스 벗겨져서 결혼식 망한 게 뭐 자랑이라고 이렇게까지 해요. 아빠도 좀 제발 이제 그만해요.
이대로 진행시켜 주시오. 대표님만 믿습니다.
Count on you. But if it's her case, right? Well, no, I guess he hired him. Yeah, that's tough because she's at the center of it, but it's his case.
What if
so-
she just says, I stepped on the dress on purpose?
She easily could.
Well, it would. Yeah.
But then they would still argue that because they already presented that how I'm going to ruin my wedding day.
Yeah, that's true. They already had the online stuff.
홍주명 씨가 원고에게 결혼 선물을 약속했습니다. 기억하십니까?
결혼 선물? 글쎄요.
홍주명 씨가 가진 도곡동 땅을 원고에게 주겠다고 했었죠.
Shaking his jowls.
아무리 며느리가 예뻐도 수백억씩 하는 땅을
그렇다면 피고는 홍주명 씨가 원고에게 수백억 원에 달하는 땅을 결혼 선물로 주겠다고 약속한 사실을 알고 계셨던 거네요.
This guy's biting his hand.
그렇죠.
Bond villain over there.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yes. Uh-oh.
원고에게는 결혼을 전제로 한 토지 증여 약속이라는 특별한 사정이 있었고 피고도 이를 알고 있었습니다. 이에 원고는 피고에게
Who's this?
Oh, is that who she saw at the wedding?
Is that
who she really loves?
There it is.
청구 취지 및 청구 원인 변경 허락해 주십시오.
허락하지 않을 이유도 없네요. 오늘은 더 하실 얘기들 없죠?
Oh, this is where it happens.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
Is she gonna blow apart the case?
소취하고 싶습니다.
Oh.
소취하겠습니다.
Lawyer's like, we're still getting paid, right?
그만하려면 어떻게 해야 되냐고요?
소취하는 승소로 간주해 수임료를 많이 받습니다. 괜찮으십니까?
네, 당연하죠. 그건 뭐 얼마나 한다고.
Yep, they're
소취하합니다. 라고 말하면 됩니다. 재판 중에 판사한테요.
그게 다예요?
That's all it took. Raise your hand and say it.
That's a simple way. Oh, you wanted the simple reason.
쉬울 걸 내가 그동안 왜 못했지?
김하영 씨가 아버지로부터 정신적으로 독립하지 못한 상태라서요. 김하영 씨는 스스로 밥상을 차려본
Back to that.
누구 마음대로 서로 취할? 뭐는 소리야?
원고 맘대로죠. 진정하고 앉으세요.
Oh, this guy thought he was getting $3 billion.
그래도 취합니까?
네.
피고 소취하에 동의하십니까?
I'm a little okay.
따라 소송을 종결합니다. 재판 마치겠습니다.
Court is adjourned. Easy day at the office.
What, does the law firms get any money?
Yeah, she said they'll still have to pay.
We have to pay court costs and everything.
내 문신 철없을 때 장난으로 새긴 거 아니야. 나 불교 믿어.
뭐? 넌 나랑 장난해?
내 재판이고 내 결혼이고 내 인생이야.
이놈이 어디서?
Hey, easy.
왜 정신과 다니는지 아빠는 모르지. 죽었다 깨나도 모를걸. 우리 둘이 10년을 붙어 다녔는데 아빠는 눈치도 못 채잖아. 이 사람 그냥 언니 아니야.
There we go.
Yep.
신랑 신부 행진.
And that's what we.
Yeah, that's what
she
she
was
saw.
looking out.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't give us a clear view, but now they're.
Yeah. Now we get it. I was really hoping some talk of whales would be what saved the day. But
결혼을 해야 된다면 언니랑 할 거야.
Well, all right.
There we
now
go.
we've got a happy ending.
하는 사람이랑 할 거야.
I mean,
oh, is Chairman having the big one?
was that Red Fox? I'm coming. I would say, that $3 million could go towards her wedding, but her dad just wanted to keep it all for himself,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't have gone to her anyways. So, I don't blame her
Interesting
one
that
bit.
use of the sunlight was the same way when we saw Wu in the wedding dress.
똥 싸고 왔어요? 아주 대단한 걸 놓쳤는데.
어떻게 된 건데요?
대단했어.
대단했지.
뭔데?
와우.
Oh, it's right.
Oh, we're gonna get more on the big boss now?
앉아요, 앉아. 앉아서 먹어요.
이쪽 앉으십시오.
너무 늦었죠? 면?
제가 자꾸 배탈이 나서요. 게살죽을 먹고 있습니다.
저는 김초밥을 좋아해서 김초밥을 먹고 있습니다.
다들 수고 많았어요.
좀 더 밀어붙여서 합의까지 갔으면 좋았을 텐데 아쉽습니다.
그게 뭐 우리 탓인가?
No.
그래도 김정구 회장님이 과정을 높이 사신 건지 새로운 사건들
Yep, they did their best.
다들 고생 많았습니다. 잘 부탁해요. 앞으로도 한잔 할까요?
Yeah, the chairman's going to be looking for another payday.
잘 먹겠습니다.
못 마시는 사람은 안 마셔도 돼.
Are you guys on business hours or office hours right now?
It's an office party.
우영우 변호사님.
We can talk about whales? See ya.
Nothing to talk about. No whale stuff today, so.
Oh, he can't get that image out of his head of her in that wedding dress.
I still love that. She goes, "Are you in love now?"
야, 아빠 배고파 죽는 줄 알았어.
Some food.
나 하는 집이었습니다.
우와, 진짜? 야, 우리 영우가 음식을 다 사오고 살다 보니 이런 날이 다 있네. 어?
저도 이제 어른이니까요.
어디 보자.
Look at that presentation.
Ooh.
우리 영우가
Evan looks good to me, and I don't like sushi.
하루 종일 김밥 만든 아빠한테 김초밥을 사왔어.
네.
30만 원짜리 코스.
This is what you brought me.
네, 맛있게 드십시오.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, but as he's saying, you see how much he still loves her and everything. It's
They probably make exceptional sushi though.
yeah.
저는 결혼하지 못할 가능성이 높습니다. 자폐가 있으니까요. 하지만 만약에 사랑하는 사람이 생겨 결혼식을 한다면 동시 입장을 하겠습니다. 아버지가 배우자에게 저를 넘겨주는 게 아니라 제가 어른으로서 결혼하는 거니까요.
Wow.
제가 결혼한 뒤 혼자 사시기보다는 결혼을 하시는 게 좋겠습니다.
Oh. Wow.
맞은 생각을 했구나.
네, 씻겠습니다.
Yeah, that's something to think on for him. Especially going back to that other episode where he's like, hey, have you ever had a meal? Have you ever had to take care of, you know?
And she, again, though, she thinks more of someone else than herself.
말씀은 그렇게 하셔도 대표직 자진 사퇴라니 용감하고 존경스러운 결정이세요. 태산이 국내 1위 로펌인 만큼 태수미 변호사님의 이번 선택이 세습 구조에서 벗어나지 못한 다른
The competition.
김정구 회장님이 그동안 의뢰했던 사건들을 전부 뺐습니다.
Yeah.
한바다로 옮긴다고요. 왜?
There goes your budget.
한바다는 뭐 받아준대요?
Well, they almost did.
받아준다고 했대요? 10억을? 332억 원도 가능하다고 했답니다.
How'd she get a hold of that?
우영우가 누구야? 이번에 새로 뽑은 신입이랍니다. 재밌다. 딱 신입이 할 법한 발상이고. 우리는 뭐 했대? 이런 애 안 데려오고. 태산에도 지원했는지 알아볼까요? 됐어요.
Too late now.
Yeah.
회장님은 어떻게 할까요? 가신다니까 보내드려요. 한바다에서 삐질일 생기면 또 우리한테 오겠지 뭐.
There you go.
You think so? Huh? You think he's just going to come crawling back?
Well, he seems like he might be difficult at times.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. That's piquing her interest. I mean, come on.
There we had the big finish.
All right, we're not going
Yeah,
to
not gonna-
we're not going to do that so we don't get
Any kind of
hampered, I guess. Or,
any kind of
so
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. We don't want to know what's happening next episode because this show is just so amazing that I just want to watch it as this. Oh my god, another great episode, guys.
Yeah, I mean, and the whole buildup was brilliant, and I think I've kind of come to expect now after 2 episodes that I'm waiting for Wu to always kind of have the big aha moment because we've kind of had that here in the last 2, and it's interesting how she puts that together, and we get the little clues throughout the episode as to how it's going to play out, even if it's a flash of something on screen. You're like, well, what's that all about? That doesn't make any sense. Why is that? And then they come back to it later. So I really appreciate that from a storytelling standpoint because, in your mind as you're watching, you're like, oh, that's right. They did show that. And then it all ties together, which was a lot of fun. But, everything with the case aside, and I'm sure we'll get to that. And, in the relationships at the law firm, how that's kind of going along and, the back and forth with some of the characters. The 2 scenes that for me were really big was the one that we have up here is with Wu in the wedding dress.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, It's like she's an angel or something, you know? And they got the light shining on her, and our fella here is just smitten and in love. But she had a lot of fun with it, I think. And, you know, it can be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, look at his face.
I had
That says it all.
I had to pause it on his face.
That says it all right there. But like, look, Wu had some fun. You know, I mean, who wouldn't like to try on some expensive clothes and kind of have that moment a little bit? And that moment, I think, led into obviously the conversation she had with her father, which was really heartfelt in her own sort of way and the way that she delivers it. And I think that really kind of hit the dad a lot harder because, you know, for him, I'm not sure if the conversation, I think, felt kind of out of the blue, and that's how Wu does things, right? She just drops a ton of bricks on you. All right, I'm going to go have a shower now. And I think that's something maybe he hadn't considered going back to, you know, the previous episode. He was kind of like, you know, you've never made a meal. And that was kind of a big deal about, you know, being out on your own.
And then she would ask everybody else.
Everybody else. Yeah. And in this episode, you know, she asked the plaintiff and everybody and kind of how asked that of everybody, I guess is what I'm getting at. And that ended up leading into this really good conversation that she had with her dad. And man, that really hit him, you know, the whole idea about, you know, she wanted him to catch the bouquet because of the tradition of that's the person who would eventually get wed next. And she didn't want him to be alone. And I think that's where it kind of hit him. We're like, man, I thought she would maybe be here forever. And now, you know, there's the thought of that she might not be. And then maybe he would be alone, you know, certainly to a certain extent where I'm sure she would come around, but it's still the idea of your daughter getting married. And I think that was a big deal. And so those are the two scenes that I really liked. I mean, the courtroom stuff was all a blast, as, you know, we kind of expect, but yeah, those two scenes really hit it for me.
Yeah. There's a reason why, like, you know, like Law and Order and stuff like that has been on so long, because they do a great job with the courtroom and the courtroom scenes. This show is no different with that, but you have to have stories outside of the courtroom, which this absolutely does, with what she does when talking about whales, and like even with John, when he was in the car. Does she talk to you about whales? And we go back and we see all the scenes that she talked about whales, and like as a way to just connect with someone. So yeah, like obviously, yeah, for us, you saw how much we all lit up when she was in the wedding dress. You know, Jung Woo wasn't the only one, or Jung Ho, I'm sorry, wasn't the only one that was lighting up. We were all lighting up too, because she was having so much fun with it. I mean, they did a great job with the lighting, like putting, like you called it out when they're leaving, when the happy couple instead of the forced married couple walked out of the courtroom. Same thing. They had the light. They had the same lighting behind it. So I absolutely love that, and it's just, I love how they're navigating this world for her, and like then like you said too, the conversation with dad was like, because as we've seen, as much as everybody cares about her, like her dad, how much he cares about her, it seems like she cares about her dad even more, because that speech was like, I want you to get married. I want, because as a single father raising me, I want you to be happy, so that you're not alone.
Yeah. Like, and I think it's easy for him to kind of forget about that because, you know, she is autistic. She doesn't have the normal type of conversation where it would be very heartfelt. You know, with her, it's very, I guess, ones and zeros, to use, you know, a term. It's very to the point.
Direct.
And, you know, whereas normally you might get that level of, you know, like a heartfelt conversation between a father and a daughter. He didn't really get that, but he got it in her way, and he's just blew him away. He wasn't ready for it.
And it still blows him away anytime that she has those conversations with him. But it, like, you know, he's been around her. I don't know how old she's supposed to be. It started 2000, and if this came out, whatever year, what episode this came out, 2022. So, you know, and she went through law school. So she's like, let's just say 25, 26. So
mid-20s.
So you're going to have those conversations throughout life, but it's still, nothing's going to prepare you for having like this type of conversation with her. So I love how they navigate that and still are able to have these heartfelt conversations in her own way that she's going to have them. So just another really spectacular episode. I'm loving these cases, because also that too, they're out of the ordinary cases. Like this whole thing, like, they proved that the dress was tampered with. They proved that, but she also didn't want to get married. Like, I loved all the X's and O's of the case because like honestly, I had no way of knowing which way it was gonna fall, and I called it out with the plaintiff because when they're sitting in the office and she's just standing there and she is not very happy. Well, Daddy Warbucks right there is like
he was about to be.
He's just got frickin' dollar signs in his eyes because he wants that. Well, you mean that land was worth $30 billion? So what are we gonna start at? So the whole time through this whole scene, you saw her face. So I'm like, what is going on here? Because obviously, young Woo saw that early on, like. She only has one picture of her husband in her bedroom that we saw was as big as a palace.
Right, it was.
Only one picture.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was all of her friend that actually ended up being, who she was really in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was another fun episode. I'm curious as to whether moving forward, I'm guessing each episode is going to kind of be its own story. Maybe as the season progresses, you get one that's like a two-part is always real popular, whether that happens or not. But it's interesting the way they're doing, kind of each episode and each case has its own kind of open and closed episode, but the growth that we see, with Young Woo and her colleagues and, everybody around her, how much that is developing and how much growth we see there between her and her father. I think that's also... obviously such a cool storyline, so it gives you a very unique show in that, again, it's episode by episode as far as the cases, but you're just getting this continuous growth.
There does seem to be a story kind of in the background with the rival law firm and then with the big boss of her law firm, because we had that scene at the end of the first one where we didn't really know what to make of that, where she came to the door or whatever.
Well,
and then in here we're kind of getting the other firm asking, well, did we not offer her? Well, it doesn't matter now. But so to your point, individual stories, but I think there might be a background arc kind of going.
Well, doesn't mean we had her boss here coming to see him in the first episode, and now we're wondering because I could see like a rookie attorney did that, so she's like, well, how did she fall through the cracks?
Yeah.
But then she had kind of a slight smile on her face when she saw the name, so I'm wondering what could we make of that.
Well, I think I think it would be an interesting situation. Of course, like in any other business, the law firms would be fighting for the top talent. But maybe as a law firm, you would think somebody who's autistic, again, isn't going to be able to create the type of personal relationships with the clients that they look for. And maybe it's something they just drastically overlooked that, okay, she's not going to be able to create these relationships with our clients that we prefer here. But they completely overlooked her ability to process information in a completely different fashion than you're going to get from any other lawyer or a computer or anything. So all of a sudden you have this person who maybe they were like, not a good fit for us. Maybe they wouldn't understand how she'd be a good fit for any law firm. And now thinking like, she's going to be able to process and think of things that we didn't think of because, again, the way that her brain works. So it'll be interesting to see, whether there's any sort of back and forth, whether the other law firm tries to scoop her up or something like that, or maybe even take advantage. If we have another case down the road where you have kind of law firm against law firm, maybe take advantage of the fact that she is autistic and doesn't really take certain social cues the way somebody else would. You would hope that they wouldn't show, a law firm
do something underhanded and slimy, never
taking advantage of somebody in that situation. So, but we'll see. I like the growth of her and Junho, and they just set Junho up as a guy who's really easy to like because, which I think it's interesting, and I'm curious where they're going to go with that because. If you've had any work with somebody who's autistic or kind of maybe on a similar level of the spectrum, we know it's a very, very broad spectrum that Young Woo is on. Those conversations can be super interesting, entertaining, but it's interesting that they're kind of crossing the line like with the romance thing because you wonder like, well, if Young Woo doesn't have the capacity to process information that manner or have those emotions or whatever, what direction are they going to go with that? But as you guys said, they made it very clear when she was in the wedding dress, like he was like, oh, they did kind of the light thing. So I'm very curious to see where that's going to go.
He did the old drop the phone as well. I mean, they did a great job unveiling her too. That was great.
Yeah, with the curtains opening. And look, I thought it was so sweet and innocent at the end where she comes home from like super look, some of the fanciest restaurants in the world still serve cheeseburgers, guys,
And sometimes it can be still a really good burger.
They could be a really good burger, but the fact that, you're at this restaurant that serves this and you brought me home what I make
all day.
all day, every day. It's again, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's very sweet and very thoughtful, and I think they did a good job with that scene at the end. So, another great episode.
I mean, just the presentation of it.
Presentation
come on.
alone,
Is that how all takeout comes, by the way? Because that is awesome.
Only at a 300,000.
That is very true. You're not getting styrofoam container.
I'm curious real quick. I'm just gonna pull up. And we should. You know what we should do?
Well, it's usually drop a couple zeros, and that's where you're at.
Drop a couple zeros,
and it's pretty close. So probably a $300 a meal place is what I would guess.
Yeah, give or take. And
take a look.
Then that's where he had like the boss was.
The boss is like, oh, this.
It's about a $200 meal. So it's
okay, so
definitely
it's pretty close. You're in the ballpark if you drop zeros relatively.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are. You're if you go to third.
Yeah, that's not within.
I'm saying for quick, dirty math, just so your mindset is there.
That's not even fucking close.
Oh, that's what
you're literally you're chopping on. You're dropping
episode
30%,
being amazing.
Dude, that's huge.
But I'm saying for like if you're watching something quick and dirty and you don't want to take the time to look it up, I'm saying you'll at least be in the ballpark.
Saying dirty.
You're saying chop off a zero, then reduce 30%.
Yeah, I'm saying so for your mindset.
I'm saying the math is easy. It's not close, but it's easy enough math.
Right, we can be like, okay.
I thought you were like, oh, it's close. I'm like, it's 30% off. You were just saying that the math is easy enough.
Just to get a quick.
But in any regard,
because look at that spread. That spread is amazing, and while obviously we knew
I just brought home some seaweed sushi.
Yeah,
we knew Woo Young Woo. She eats certain things, and and we saw at the beginning there was a different ham, and she could tell that there are people that are like that. My brother knew when my mom tried putting in the plastic bin the generic Frosted Flakes over regular Frosted Flakes. He took 2 bites. Nope, you can have them. Those aren't Kellogg's.
It's like somebody we know who doesn't like onions, but nonetheless.
Oh yeah, he'll pick them out.
Another great episode.
This was a lot of fun, and again, I'm loving the different tone and kind of the mix up that we've had, as you said, from some of the other shows from this genre that we've done. It's a lot of fun and refreshing.
Yeah, keep these because they've both been interesting cases so far. I mean, I'm glad that we're not just getting like the who did it murder and this and that. No, we're doing unique cases that are, because if this show wants to present itself as light and comedic, they shouldn't have like those types of cases. Who knows, maybe they will, because there always is usually a dramatic episode they'll creep in there from time to time. So but I'm looking forward to anything and everything from the show, because it's been such a delight so
far.
far.
Again, a big shout out to the music on this one.
Yes,
it does such a big part.
They let you know where you're at. As far as
with that, the sound effects, because like when he said that, when he was shaking his jowls and we heard a ding 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 ding.
Well, even when our lawyer was in the bathroom stall, insteed of doing the old Dumb and Dumber, they just did the fireworks.
I was waiting for the I was waiting for
very creative,
the little whistle. So this show, it's been such a treat and such a delight so far. We cannot wait for more. Just like you all couldn't wait for more when it was on. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.